There's a war raging inside you, one that no one else can see. It doesn't announce itself with fanfare or explosions. It moves silently, subtly, like a shadow stretching across the corridors of your mind. You wake each morning, convinced you are moving forward. Yet somehow, every choice seems to circle back to the same familiar pain. You are both the soldier and the battlefield, the general and the prisoner. We like to blame the world, other people, circumstances, fate. Yet, the most formidable enemy has always been yourself. Every hesitation, every moment of procrastination, every repeated pattern of self-destruction. This is the battlefield where the silent war within wages on. Ancient philosophers understood this intimately. The Stoics, like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, taught that our greatest struggle is mastery over the self, not over circumstances. Nietzsche spoke of the process of self-overcoming, where the weaker self must be crucified so that the stronger self can emerge. Carl Jung called it individuation, a confrontation with the shadow that lurks within, the parts of us we refuse to see, yet which secretly steer our lives. Different languages, same truth. You are divided. Part of you desires peace, harmony, and growth. Another part, equally powerful, thrives on chaos, doubt, and avoidance. Part of you longs to heal. Another part keeps reopening old wounds just to feel alive. Why? Because the mind is not rational. It is habitual. It loves what is familiar, even when familiar is painful. Comfort masquerades as safety. Pain masquerades as identity. Every time you sabotage yourself, it's not always conscious. It's not always laziness or carelessness. It is often survival of the self that is afraid to grow, afraid to leave behind the person who once found solace in suffering. Self-sabotage is the paradox of human nature. We flee from what could save us, because the unknown terrifies us more than the familiar pain. Imagine the human psyche as a city. Some streets are bathed in light, open and welcoming. Others are shadowed alleys, overgrown and crumbling, where fears and old traumas gather like fog. We wander these alleys often without knowing it, convincing ourselves we are merely taking a shortcut, when in reality, we are trapped in patterns of avoidance. And every decision strengthens either the light or the shadow. History is littered with examples of the internal battle. Consider Bonhoeffer, who stood against impossible odds, yet grappled with doubt and fear in solitude. Consider the myth of the Hydra. Each time you strike one head of fear, two more appear. Your internal Hydra is made of insecurities, regrets, and unhealed trauma. Avoiding it doesn't make it weaker. It grows stronger, feeding on your avoidance, your procrastination, your rationalizations. Let's pause here for a moment. If this message is resonating with you, and you want to explore these inner battles more deeply, take a second to like this video and subscribe. It helps me bring more insights like this to you. The war within is not just psychological, it is symbolic. Every hesitation, every fear, every act of self-sabotage is a story. The mind writes fables of limitation and failure, and we often read them as truth. But just as stories can imprison us, stories can liberate us. Recognizing the patterns, understanding the motives behind them, and naming them is the first step toward reclaiming control. You might wonder why you cling to what hurts you. It's simple yet uncomfortable. Familiarity. Pain feels known, even comforting. It tells you, this is who you are. This is your place. Freedom, by contrast, is terrifying. Freedom demands confrontation with chaos, with uncertainty, with yourself in your rawest form. So many people choose the easier path. They decorate their prisons and call them identity. They say, this is just who I am, not realizing that their true self, the one capable of growth and freedom, is buried beneath the comfort of suffering. And so, the silent war continues, unnoticed, unspoken, yet immensely powerful. Storytelling can illuminate these truths. Picture a knight standing alone before a mountain of broken swords, the storm clouds swirling above. This knight is you. The swords are every failure, every fear, every time you've stood at the edge of growth and turned back. The storm is your mind, chaotic, insistent, convincing you that retreat is safer than confrontation. Yet, within the chaos, there is a path forward, faint but undeniable. Part of winning this war is self-awareness. It is observing your thoughts, your impulses, your fears without judgment. It is understanding why you resist progress, why comfort tempts you more than courage, why hesitation often feels safer than action. And then, step by step, you act anyway. This isn't easy. It isn't quick. The internal Hydra is resilient. But each small victory compounds. Each act of conscious choice strengthens the stronger self. Each confrontation with fear, each act of persistence, is a strike against the weaker patterns that once controlled you. And here's a truth most avoid. Growth is painful. Transformation is uncomfortable. The self you aspire to become will demand sacrifice, attention, and courage. You cannot bypass this struggle. You can only embrace it, understand it, and use it as the forge in which your stronger self is created. As you face these truths, remember, you are not alone. Every human has wrestled with their internal Hydra. Every great thinker, philosopher, and hero confronted fear, doubt, and self-sabotage. What separates those who stagnate from those who rise is not circumstance. It is the willingness to confront the silent war within. So, take a breath, or look at your fears, examine your habits. Ask yourself, which part of me have I been feeding, consciously or unconsciously? And then act. Even small steps matter. Even incremental change compounds over time. And as you move forward, know this: the silent war is not meant to destroy you. It exists to refine you, to strip away illusions, to force you into confrontation with your deepest truths. The chains that once bound you are not permanent. They are lessons, markers of a battle survived. Your shadow, once feared, can become your guide, if only you confront it honestly. Before we close, if you found this insight valuable, please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It helps you and others find this content, and supports more deep dives into the mind and philosophy of the self. The silent war within is lifelong. It is the battle that defines your courage, your freedom, your growth. Every moment of self-awareness, every act of courage, every confrontation with your shadow moves you closer to mastery. And when the war ends, not perfectly, but through conscious engagement, you will discover something extraordinary. The self that once betrayed you becomes your strongest ally. Your fears, once tyrants, become teachers. Your doubts, once chains, become catalysts. And a person who once lurked in shadows emerges fully, ready to act, to grow, and to exist authentically in a world that often feels indifferent. The silent war within is relentless, but it is also transformative. Face it, understand it, master it, and in doing so, you reclaim the only battlefield that ever truly mattered: yourself. Thank you for watching.